you. I'm so rude.
No, usually start, so.
Hi, everybody. Lori here.
Welcome back to another episode of Mindful Witchery. We have a special episode.
Yes,
today.
happy Beltane.
Oh my god, you took a picture of yourself, right?
I have not yet, but I will for sure. I have my little flowered tiara on.
Yes, I wore my
today.
bright pink dress, which I never wear pink, but I felt like today was a good day.
Beltane, May the 1st. Beltane means bright fire.
Yes, and it is probably one of my favoriter
Most
holidays. Next to Samhain.
Mm-hmm.
I love Beltane. I really do. It's fun.
The celebration of summer. The celebration of the beginning of summer.
Oh, it's great. And it happens between Ostara and then the first day of summer. So it's like right in the middle.
And it is a super great time for fertility, which I'm not going to have any more babies, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I know. I was trying to think of something witty. I'm like,
something
I got nothing
really
to say.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one. So it's
like, if you don't want kids, just be careful.
Yeah. It's a time of extreme fertility. It's a fire time.
Oh, I think that's why I love it.
Yes, yep. Sarah loves her fire.
It's about light and growth and new beginnings. It's like you can burn things. This is like if you want stuff, like physical stuff to get rid of, now's the time. Have a bonfire.
Now's the time to release all of those things that do not serve you.
It's all about cleansing and renewal and growth. And it's usually around this time too that people start planting things in the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a very ancient tradition. It's a Celtic tradition. There is a lot of history to the Beltane ritual, but I think one of the things that's most important is what I've read is it's very generational. Through the generations, through different cultures that have kind of absorbed the Beltane ritual, it changes and merges, and it looks totally different now.
And it started out as a celebration of taking the cows driven out to summer pastures. Because, back then you would take them to their winter home, and then you would take this long journey to their summer pastures. So at the end of that long journey to the summer pastures, you would have this celebration. It was to promote growth and good fortune, and that's how it kind of all came together.
Yeah, it's like that coming together. And I was reading, too, that about the cows, too, that it happened mostly in Scotland. Because it was, I believe it was like Scotland, Ireland, and England. But I think Scotland and Ireland were the two big ones that actually started the festival. Or that's when it got really popular in like the mid 1800s.
I love when these festivals start just by very humble beginnings, like just farmers doing their thing with their cows. And then they would come to the pastures, and then all the people who were around the area would extinguish their fires in their homes and build a big community fire.
Yes, and there was two. I didn't know that, but I was reading that they back then they had two. I don't know what the symbolism of two is. Maybe like the coming, like male and female.
Male and female coming and going. Yep.
But I think Beltane's fascinating because
I do too. I think it's such a happy time. Like it's such a light, colorful time of growth and just manifesting growth.
Yeah.
Manifesting the new and the growing and the
coming out of your house.
Yeah,
really.
Coming out of
even
your house.
The beginning of spring too. It can be a lot like winter because you're really trying to like get back to like the swing of things.
There's this transition, this weird, and it's hay fever season.
Yeah, like that transition from winter to mid-spring isn't my favorite, but for some reason when Beltane hits, it's like I get to see my friends again, and I think right now it came at a perfect time too because people post-COVID, I mean it's still going on, but people are getting vaccinated.
So you're now able to do things that you couldn't do before, like gatherings with people who've also been vaccinated, things like that. It's a really happy, optimistic time. So I think that's what's so neat about it, though, is I think Beltane came from more humble beginnings than any of the other seasonal holidays because it came from the farmers. It came from directly from life, just things that they did and chose to do to further their crops, to further their cattle, all those things. Just it's such
have babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know I was talking to you earlier about how May Day has been celebrated for ages. And, and it's on the same May 1st. It's the same day as Beltane. And I remember when I was young, I remember talking about this. My brothers are a lot older than me, so I remember looking in their high school yearbooks. And they would actually have pictures in there of the May Day celebration. They would dance around a maypole. They would pick a May Day queen.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, it disappeared. Like there was no more May Day celebrations. There were no May Day celebrations in my yearbook.
Somebody found out it was pagan.
Somebody found out it was pagan.
Like, oh no.
Oh no, we can't do that.
But I was reading too, so it's called the maypole.
Mm-hmm.
And what it looks like, it's usually like a tall pole, and all these beautiful ribbons are attached to the top. And it's usually, I think it traditionally started out as women and children, and everybody would grab one. And then there's a certain like weaving pattern that you kind of dance, and people would play music.
It was a dance. It was a big celebration.
In and out, go into a circle, and I believe the last person holding the ribbon, like the longest one, it was the longest ribbon, became the May Queen. Isn't that cool?
There was always a May Queen in the yearbooks. Always. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was gone. It just disappeared. This tradition that had gone on for years and years and years and years, all of a sudden just disappeared.
Yeah. It's so, and all I can think of is the movie Midsummer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got to see that.
That movie's terrifying.
Oh, my God. It's one of my favorite movies. But yeah, Beltane's awesome. And there's so much to talk about with Beltane. But we wanted this to just be like, just celebrate.
And
celebrate the people around you and the flowers and the good food. Oh, and they would always have a feast. There was always a communal
always
feast.
A feast involved.
Yeah. Like people go out hunting and I don't think there was any sacrifices other than for probably the food. But
for the food.
The difference is back then, like when it started, when people killed a cow or killed a goat, there was so much more of a connection to where it came from, giving thanks.
It gave its life for you.
Yeah.
And I think that there is still a lot of that. I watch some of these shows where like Naked and Afraid and stuff like that. When they have to kill an animal, they always stop and praise and honor the animal and its sacrifice.
Yeah, I would love for that to happen more.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Why do you need to be naked and afraid to...
Yeah, why do you have to be naked and afraid at all? Why would you be naked and afraid? But the idea of just flowers blooming and family and friends and gatherings, I just love Beltane. I really do.
I love it. A friend of mine every year has a Beltane party. This year and last year didn't have it, obviously, because of COVID. But a big part of it, too, is dressing up, which was always my favorite part. And actually, one year, Carson and I dressed up as, we dressed up very Nordic looking. Oh, we looked awesome. I'll find a picture. And at the time, I had both the sides of my head shaved. And I had my hair, tied back and braided, like a Viking. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Cool. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on Instagram. But, yeah, it's like just celebrating your life. Really, it's celebrating life.
Life is for living. And that's what you're doing during this time. You're going through the process, the bright, beautiful process of living. And it sits around you, that fire, that flame, that light sits around you because you know eventually you're going to go back into the dark months again. So you celebrate as much as you possibly can.
Yep.
I love that. Can I send somebody a Beltane wish?
Yes.
Our friend from Wisconsin, Sarah Gorostietta Groves. I hope I did not butcher your middle name.
I think you did a great job.
It sounded pretty good, didn't it?
I know, I love that name.
I love it. Sarah Gorostietta Groves from Wisconsin, who hasn't lived in Wisconsin very long.
Oh, really?
But she is a listener, an avid listener to us, and we love you, Sarah, and happy Beltane.
Yeah, happy Beltane to you. I hope it's a beautiful day.
Happy Beltane to everyone. And I hope that you do what you can to celebrate in the best way you can and just enjoy the warmth and the color and the fire and the light of the holiday.
And this holiday is not just for witches.
That's right.
It's for everybody. Yeah. And lastly, before we do go, sorry, that was a good place to end, but I wanted to add this too is a lot of times more modern, people who don't celebrate like in the pagan way, this is a great day to go out and clean up your environment. My mom's actually going out and doing trash pickup.
Very nice.
For the day.
Coinciding with Earth Day.
Yes. So that's a great thing you can do is go out, maybe do some neighborhood trash pickup and make things look better.
Nice.
Take care of your earth.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Talk to you soon.
Happy Beltane.
Happy Beltane.
Bye.